Hello friends, myself Amar. Now in this video I will discuss about PrimeFaces icons and different types of buttons available in PrimeFaces. Okay. Now here what I have done, I have created a project named as PrimeFaces icon. It has a index.xhtml page and I have created another XHTML page named as welcome. Okay. Now in the Ripples code package I have created a bean named as my bean, and in the libraries you can see I am using the PrimeFaces 8.0. okay. Now in the index.xhtml I have taken the required JSF and PrimeFaces tags. In the head, in the title I have given icons button links. Now if you want to use the icons of PrimeFaces, then you need to use this style sheet. H output style sheet name equals to PrimeIcons/PrimeIcons.css, library equals to PrimeFaces. This you need to write inside the head section if you want to use the PrimeFaces icons. Okay. Now in the body, inside the form tag I have taken a I tag, and in the class I have written check. This means if you want to generate or if you want to take a check icon, then you need to use the class as this. Okay. If you run this project, then you can see in the output the first icon you are getting as check. Okay. Now for the second one, pi times, then you can see this is the code which is generated, or this is the icon which is generated for the second one. Okay. pi spin, pi spinner, for this you are getting this spinner. Okay. And for this pi ID card you are getting this card. Okay. In this way you can use different types of icons PrimeFaces provides, right? Now I will discuss different types of buttons. As you can see here, lots of buttons are there. All these buttons I will explain one by one. Okay. Now for the first one I am using P button. Now what is this P button? This button is an extension to the standard H button component. H button is nothing but the button which is provided by HTML. Okay. So here I am taking P button. In the value I have written button. As an icon I have written pi check. Okay. That's why you are getting a button, and in the button icon you are getting a check symbol. Okay. After that, PrimeFaces provides P:command button. Now what is the difference between command button and button? The command button extends the standard H command button with Ajax, partial processing and scanning features. If you are using the command button of PrimeFaces, then these are the features you will get: Ajax feature, partial processing feature and scanning features. These are the features will be provided by the command button. And to use the command button, we need to write P command button. In the value I have written command button. In the icon I have written pi check, and after that the corresponding styles I have taken. Okay. If you run this project, then you will get this command button. Okay. Next we have link. Okay. Now what is link? Link is a navigation component integrated with JSF navigation mode. Okay. Now JSF navigation mode I have already discussed in my JSF tutorials, right? Here what I have written P:link. In the outcome I have written welcome. In the value I have written link. This means whenever you will click on this particular link, then you will be redirected to welcome.xhtml page. As you can see here, I have this link. Now if you click here, then you are redirected to the welcome.xhtml page. Okay. Now if you go to the welcome.xhtml page here, then you can see in the welcome.xhtml page I have simply written inside the div tag welcome. Okay. And that's why whenever you are clicking here, then this welcome page is displayed, and here you are getting the welcome message, right? After that I am using P:command link. In the value I have written command link, and in the style I have given a style. Okay. And this is the command link, as you can see. Similarly, there is the link button. Okay. Link button is a simple link which is styled as a button and integrated with JSF navigation model. This means if you want to generate a link as a button, then we need to use the link button, and this link button is integrated with JSF navigation model. To create the link button, we need to use P::link button. In the outcome I have written welcome. In the icon I have given pi check, and in the value I have written link button. That's why you can see this link button, it is actually a link which is generated as a button having the symbol as or having the icon as check, and whenever you will click here, then you will be redirected to welcome page as I have specified here. You can see whenever this link button will be clicked, at that time as an outcome we will be redirected to welcome.xhtml page. Okay. Next I have taken a panel grid having the number of column as 2. Inside this panel grid I have taken an output label. In the output label I have specified the value as basic. Okay, and in the output label in the for I have given basic. Inside this panel grid I have taken a split button. Okay, and inside the split button I have taken some menu items. As you can see, first menu item, second menu item, after that there is a separator, and again there is the menu item. Okay, the ID of the split button I have given as basic, which is nothing the value which we have specified for this output label. Okay, now for this split button the value I have specified as save, and in the action I have written mb.save. In the update I am calling messages. Message is nothing but the ID of the growl. As you can see here, I have taken the growl, and in the ID I have written messages, right? Now here you can see that in the action I have written mb.save. This means mb is nothing but the name of the managed bean. Let me move to the managed bean. As you can see here, this is the my bean, and in the name I have given mb, and I have annotated it as managed bean. Okay, now in this managed bean you can see I have created a method here, save. Inside this save method I am calling another method add message, and in the add message method I am passing a string value as data saved. Now this add message is defined here. This add message method is generating a faces message. Okay, now let me move to index.xhtml. Now inside this split button, for the first menu item I have given the value as update, and in the action I have written mb.update, and it will update what? It will update messages, and in the icon I have taken pi refresh. Similarly you can check this menu item. Here I am calling delete method, and for the last menu item here in the URL I have written google.com, and all these menu items are with some icons. Okay, as you can see, for the first menu item the icon is refresh, for the second one the icon is pi times, and for the third one the icon is pi home. Here remember one thing, that for the second menu item here I have made the Ajax as false. Okay, now if you run this, then you will get a split button like this for the basic one. If I click here, at that time you can see you are getting the growl message data saved, right? But if you click here, at that time these menu items are generated. As you can see, update, delete and Google. If you click on update, then you are getting the growl message data updated. If you click on delete, at that time see data deleted. Now for the deleted, as I told you, the Ajax is false. Okay, and for Google, if I click here, you will be redirected to google.com. Okay, this is all about your split button for this case, right? Now here again I have taken an output label, and in the value I have written programmatic menu. Okay, and again I have taken a split button. In the ID I have written Dyna button, and this Dyna button is nothing but the value which we have specified in the for attribute. Okay, in the Dyna button I have given the value as save. In the model I have written mb.model. In the action I have written mb.save. In the update I have written messages, and in the icon I have written pi save. Now notice one thing here, for this split button all the menu items I have written here in a static way. Okay, but for this split button the menu items will be generated dynamically. That's why I have given the ID as Dyna button. Okay, now what will be the items for, or what will be the menu items for this split button? That you can find from this mb.model. Now let me move to my bin, and here as you can see I have taken a menu model inside this mybin class, and in the post construct in the init method I have created the object of this menu model class, and I have created the object of default menu item. In the default menu, you can see the value I have specified as external. In the URL, I have written google.com. In the icon, I have written PIPI home, and after that the build method is used. Okay. Similarly, here I have created default submenu, and in the default submenu I have given the label as dynamic submenu, and by using the add element method I am adding item. Item is nothing but the object of this default menu item. Okay, and after that I am writing model.getElements.add first submenu. This means this submenu is added. Similarly, here I have created the second submenu, the default submenu, and after that the submenus are added to the model, like I have done for the first case. The same thing I have repeated here. Okay, as you can see, and for that menu model which I have created the corresponding getter and setter. As you can see, it has getter and it has the setter also, right? Now if I go to the browser, now for programmatic menu, if I click here, then you can see dynamic submenu. For dynamic submenu I am getting external, and for dynamic action I am getting save and delete. Why these options I am getting? Because in the my bean, as you can see, for the first one I have specified the default submenu as dynamic submenu. That's why you are getting dynamic submenu here. And for dynamic submenu, the items which I have added is external. That's why you are getting this external here. And the second submenu which I have created has the name as dynamic actions. That's why you are getting dynamic actions here. And for this dynamic actions, I have added save and delete. That's why you are getting save and delete. Okay. Now let me move to index.html. Now here you can see that in the action I have written mb.save. This means whenever I will click here, at that time the save method will be called and it will print data saved, which I discussed in my previous case. That is for the basic case, right? And when I click on the external, then it will be redirected to www.google.com. Why? Because in the my bin, as you can see, for external I have specified the URL as this, and under dynamic submenu, if I click on save, at that time it will call which function? It will call the save function, and it will update what? It will update the growl, that is the messages. Messages is nothing but the ID of the growl actually. And for the second one, that is for the delete, what will happen? It will call which method? The delete method. And here the Ajax is false. Now delete method, as you can see, is defined here, and this delete method, whenever it will call, it will print a growl message as data deleted. Now here you can see that I am calling the save method and the delete method by two different ways. Here I am calling the save method like this, I save. Okay. And for the delete one, I am calling button view dot delete. Okay, remember this. Here these are the two different ways of calling the methods which has been defined in the managed bean, right? This is this one. After that, I have taken p output label advanced. In the value I have specified advanced. Now again I have taken a split button, and inside the split button, as you can see, I have specified the ID as advanced. In the value I have written save. In the action I am calling mb.save. In the update I have written messages. In the icon I have given PIPI save. In the filter I have specified true. In the filter match mode I have specified starts with. Okay. Now up to this, if I run this, then if I click here, then you can see you are getting a filter option, right? Now here if I am writing save, then it is filterable. Why this option of filter is coming? Because for this split button I have specified this filter equals to true, and in the filter match mode I have written starts with. Starts with means the character which we are start typing here, it will be matched with the values which is present inside this split button, and once it is matched, the corresponding item will be displayed. Okay. Now after that, inside this split button, I have taken a sub menu with 2 menu items. Again, I have taken a sub menu with 1 menu item. Here I have taken a sub menu with 1 menu item. There is a separator, and after that this menu item is there. All these menu items, sub menu, I have already discussed in my previous videos. Okay, just have a look. You will get all the things. There is nothing to make you understand here. If you are following my videos from the very beginning, then you will be able to understand what is happening here. Okay. So this is the code for the index.html, and this is the code for MyBin. First of all, let me show you the code for MyBin. Just have a look. This is the code for MyBin. Okay. And this is the entire code. And this is the code for index.xhtml. This is the code for index.xhtml. Okay. I hope you are liking my videos. If you are liking my videos, please subscribe to my channel, share my channel, like my videos, and comment to my videos. This is the entire code. Just have a look. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much.